Hi everyone, this is sort of a follow-up to my last video in which I explain what I'll be doing on this channel going forward. In case you missed it, the long and short of it is that my 50-word reviews will take the form of shorts from now on, and there might be a few other videos coming at some point. But I thought you might be curious to know what I'll be reviewing next. Well, bear with me. As I mentioned in my first review video, back during lockdown I started going through all the games I own by year from oldest to newest. I got as far as 2006, then had to put the project on hold when I started working on my series of top 10 videos. I'll get back to that list eventually, but first I have another list of games that I'm going through. All the ones I have marked as want to play. They could be ones that I want to preview because I'm not quite sure about owning them yet, or ones that I've only just bought recently. Just so long as they're pre-2006, I want to cross them off the list before I continue my journey of games through the ages. To reiterate, I'll mostly be going through them by year from oldest to newest, but I'll make an exception for any sequels, which I'll keep bundled together so I don't forget about the previous game by the time I get to each follow-up. With that said, the next game I'll be playing, the next review you can expect from me, is Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I just bought this one recently because Steam recommended it as I was buying Jedi Academy, and since they were both on sale, I thought, why not? After that, I'll start on the Ridge Racer series. I've been watching a lot of McGell games lately, and he often praises this series in his videos. I might only get to play the PS1 games before moving on, though. I can use an emulator to preview them, but as Ridge Racer 5 is on PS2, and I can't seem to get that emulator to work, I'd have to buy that game, and there's no guarantee that it would arrive in time. So we might have to hold the Ridge Racer series from 5 onwards. Next comes Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, and again I expect the full series will follow. I can't remember exactly why I added this series to the list, but it was probably a YouTube video mentioning the second game, Soul Reaver, because I remember thinking it would be best to start at the beginning. Once I finish that series, I'll move on to Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, then Diddy Kong Racing, then Klonoa 1 and 2. And then comes the big one, the 3 mainline Baldur's Gate games. I hesitate to call them a trilogy because if I'm not mistaken there are no direct story connections between them, but I might as well keep them all together anyway. Well, not entirely. I predict they'll each be such a long sit that I might put the next 2 much shorter standalone games in between them just to space them out slightly. So in between the 3 Baldur's Gate games, expect to see Heart of Darkness and Star Wars Rogue Squadron. The former is a game I remember playing at a friend's house as a child, or rather watching him play it, but we never actually finished it. So yes, I'll finally be playing the 2023 Game of the Year winner soon. A significant time investment, I'm sure. But once that's over, the next game on my list is LEGO Racers 2. I own the first game, but haven't bothered with the sequel until now. But it's been many years since I touched the first game, so I might play it again before I get to the sequel, just to refresh my memory and see how the two compare. Now, I would carry on, but I don't want to just sit here and dryly go through the whole list, so here's everything that I'll be playing after LEGO Racers 2. After all that, I'll finally get back to running through all the games I own from 2006 onwards. So there you are, those are the next few games that I'll be playing. What about you? What are you playing at the moment? And even if you don't have a schedule like I do, are there any games you're planning or hoping to play soon? I hope you enjoy my reviews of all those games when I get to them. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date, plus leave a like, comment, and all that good stuff. See you next time.